Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your fantasy draft review. This is the Kansas City Kansas City Championship Fantasy Football Original League. We have two new recipients to donate money this year. Matthew Harper, which is Team Dirty Engines, and Alex Piron, he is Team Cardiac Kids. Thank you for playing, fellas. I hope you continue to want to play, even if you probably might not win any money this year. I always say the first year is the learning experience. But Alex, you've already played in one of my leagues. This video, I guess, only can be 15 minutes long, and then I gotta start a new video. Hopefully, in weeks to come, they won't be longer than one video. But this one I guarantee will, because I've already done two leagues, and I can't do it. I've tried twice, and I can't do 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I usually do a fantasy rankings from 1 to 12, but the teams are fairly good, except for a couple. And I'll get to you guys. So what I'm going to do is rank you guys based on your divisions. And I will start with my division, so I don't have to look at my rankings on my division on another video. All right, so it was a good draft. There were some interesting picks, and since I'm going to start with my division, I'll start with the most interesting picks and why I have the donkey at number 4 in my division. Darren, I was curious. I have a quick question. When you were doing the draft, were you using a cheat sheet or a magazine? And if you were, was it dated 2010 or 2011? I was just curious. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, that was a great pick. And I was really hoping I could get it, but I knew I wouldn't. But Ryan Matthews in the second round threw me for a loop. He was a second round pick last year, and he was a bust last year for second round. And this year, he's going to be, they already announced many times he's going to be just splitting carries with Tolbert. So anyway, no, good luck. If he does pan out, I'm very happy for you. But I didn't want to take that risk. And then your third round pick, Jarvis Green Ellis. I didn't understand that one either. What did you see about him that I didn't? Because he's going to be splitting carries, and he plays for New England, who always splits carries. Then you got Joseph Adai. He could be all right, but he's on his way out the door anyway. Hey, receivers, Anquan Bolden I like, Brandon Lloyd I like, and you got Mercedes Lewis, the Bears defense. And one other question I had I wanted to know: are you that in love with Bronco players, past, present, future? I mean, you got Kyle Orton, you got Mike Bell. What was that for? Mike Bell, he got cut, by the way. I think it was on Detroit, and he got released. You got Mike Bell. You got Jabbar Gaffney with Washington, former Bronco. Brandon Lloyd, that I can kind of understand. And then the Bears defense. They're not even going to be good. That's a homer pick if I ever saw a homer picks. See, I didn't want Jamal Charles. I really didn't. But he fell to me, and I felt like I had to take him. That's not a homer pick. Sorry. All right, I've spent enough time on your team, Darren. Don't get mad at me. My eyes were going nuts when I saw you draft your second and third round pick. Um. So anyway, Darren, please love me more. I'll be talking to you. Next guy in my division that will be ranked is, I forgot who was in my division. The Cardiac Kid. I only put you there because I have to see Michael more than I see you, and I don't feel like hearing Michael cry all the time. Yeah, you put me at the bottom as usual. Help to show you. Anyway, Alex, I put you at number 3. You guys actually, your teams were fairly even, but I like Romo. Matt Forte was a good pick. I would have waited later, but I guess if you really wanted him, you knew he wasn't going to come back to you. And then you got nothing. Who the heck's your second running back? Danny Woodhead? What the heck, man? Fred. Oh no, Fred Jackson, I guess would be. Fred Jackson's your second running back. Even though C.J. Spiller supposedly is going to get a lot more carries this year. But then you got Miles Austin and Andre Johnson and Pierre Garcon, and then you got a couple good backups to back those guys up. So you got good receivers. Your running back situation is a little iffy. Owen Daniels could be good. Is going to be good. Your defense, I don't know yet. Cowboys. So all in all, it's a decent team. The running back is a little iffy for me. Um, so I guess I'll move on to Big Red. You ready, little boy? I'm looking for your team. Let me start bashing it. Okay, Josh Freeman. I know I heard you you said Matt's in love with him. He must be a K-Stater. I'm not in love with Josh Freeman. He needs at least one more year to get the offense down pat. Until then, he's just going to be running around. He might get rushing yards and some fourth quarter points. He ain't going to be a fantasy stud. Colt McCoy, same thing. He needs one more year. He might even be better than Josh Freeman because at least Colt McCoy will sit in the pocket. Uh, but I like your running backs. Arian Foster. Nope, I don't like. And Chris Wells. He could be. He's a featured back, obviously, but can he stay healthy? Maurice Jones-Drew. Awesome, but can he stay healthy? The whole time, everyone. I guess you had to take him. One of those things. Receivers. Mike Thomas, Hakeem Nicks, Dez Bryant. I can see those probably being your starters. So those are decent. Hakeem Nicks. I'm not a Dez Bryant fan. I've said that in every league. I'm not a Dez Bryant fan. I was until he just I don't know. His first year he looked pathetic to me. Vernon Davis, good, and Chargers good. And this Alex Henry guy, gay. So I have you at number 2, and that must leave one team. Me. I got me ranked number 1, I think, in every league in my divisions. Knock on wood. Let's see, because I got Tom Brady. Why would Tom Brady fall to me at number 9 in the 3rd round? What the heck? And a good backup, Matthew Stafford. Then I got Jamal Charles. Why did he fall to me at number 9 in the 1st round? What the heck? And then I got Frank Gore in the 2nd. I guess I could see him falling to me in the 2nd. But still, he's a late 1st, early 2nd rounder to me. Tim Hightower, I don't know why I love this guy. I got him, I think, almost every league. My receivers, Reggie Wayne in the 4th round. That's only probably because of Peyton Manning. I hope that's why he fell because he's gonna be good still, unless he gets hurt. Plaxico Burress should be getting in sync with Sanchez. He looked good. AJ Green got to throw it somewhere. So I think my receivers are pretty decent. I'm only gonna play 2 of them. I mean, come on. I got Antonio Gates. Enough said. And the Eagle defense. Enough said. So enough with my division, because you know how much time I spent on that? 8 minutes. All right, this is gonna be a long video, I guess. Next division. The next division. Oh, by the way, my division is called the Kansas City Explorers division. Kind of gay. The Kansas City Royals division. I have the champion of Fantasy Football 2010 in last place in this division. I think I did it just because I wanted to. I don't know. But Pink Taco Pluggers, your team has Michael Vick, which is awesome. But then you got 3 running backs that are going to be starters, but are all injury prone. No Sean Marino, Felix Jones, Javid Best. You know one of them, if not 2 of them, are going to go down at some point this year. You got Chad Johnson, Jeremy Maclin, and Danny Amendola as your main receivers, I think, unless Jacoby Ford really does something. Braylon Edwards, too. I don't know about him. Jason Witten will be good, obviously, and the Packers defense people like for some reason. I'm not a big fan this year on him. So, I mean, if your running backs all weren't injury prone, maybe I'd have you at the top, but man, something's going to happen. And I got Biscuit Butt at number 3. He made some unusual picks. He has Big Ben as his quarterback, which he seems to always put up numbers, even though I don't like him for some reason. We got Peyton Hillis, which should be a good running back, but will he stay healthy? And will the team lighten his load? And you got Chris Johnson. That's I know you. It's like one of those picks. Like, well, he's at me. I got to take him. So I can't fault you for that. But if he doesn't play, you are screwed. Receivers. I like Mike Wallace and Marquise Colston, but that's about it. And having Greg Olson will help, and the Saints defense. And I don't know if you noticed, you need to drop a player because you need a kicker. You forgot to draft a kicker. So I guess you're going to drop Cam Newton or drop one of your tight ends or drop Toby Gerhart or drop Jason Snelling. You know, you need a kicker or else you don't have points because that's an illegal roster. So, Archie, draft a kicker. Number 2, I have, I believe it's Doozies, right? Yeah, I got Doozies. Doozies pulling in at number 2. I can't make my father-in-law feel so proud that he's got a number 1 ranking somewhere. So Doozies, I have you at number 2. You got Matt Ryan. You know I love Matt Ryan. He's going to have a good year, I believe. Ahmed Bradshaw. I don't know how well he's going to do. He's already fighting an injury bug. He usually does fairly well, but you got Brandon Jacobs, who's the touchdown stealer on the goal line. You stole Kendall Hunter from me. That's not nice. You stole, didn't you steal Rashad? Yeah, you stole Rashad Jennings from Michael. That's not nice either. And you got Darren McFadden. I wish I stole Michael Bush from him for you, but nope. So anyway, you got McFadden, which is nice. Larry Fitzgerald, Santonio Holmes, and Mario Manningham. And then you got 2, like kind of a handcuff, Lance Moore and Robert Meacham. So one of them will pan out. Jermichael Finley and the Giants defense. So you're doing. I like your team, but I like Devil's team better. I don't know. Maybe working on 4 hours of sleep pays off. Uh, he's got Peyton Manning and Jay Cutler to fill in until Peyton's ready. He's got Steven Jackson, Ray Rice to run the ball, plus Cedric Benson if he can do well. Good value with Kenny Britt and Dwayne Bowe, even though I hate Dwayne Bowe. At least until he gets a good quarterback, I don't like Dwayne Bowe. And Greg Jennings. So he's got 3 good receivers, 3 good running backs. So you got a lot of choices. You got a lot of durability, a lot of depth. I like that. You know, I'm all about depth. Depth. And Brandon Pettigrew and Ben Watson, good tight ends. And the Jets defense. You and those Jets defense. So you have a pretty solid team, my friend. You will be a pretty good contender. Now that rounds off that league. Let's look at. I got 1 minute till my video ends here. So, you know, 1 minute. I think I'll just stop right here, and I'll have the second video just be the next division. So you stay right there. I'll be right back.